To all Teleradio Bandido viewers and listeners,
you can now watch Teleradio Bandido on our new YouTube channel, RJAM News.
Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. It's already 11:30, kaya po ito na po ang ating programa, Kontra Birada sa RJTV at Radyo Bandido. At ako po si Atty. Mike Toledo, ang inyong lingkod. At siguro kasama na natin ngayon ang ating partner, walang iba kundi si Atty. Karen Jimeno. Good morning, Atty. Karen. Are you... so wala pa daw. Wala pa. At siguro ay naghahanap pa ng magandang signal si Atty. Karen. Kahapon nga po, we had a very interesting guest. No? Kung napanood yung kami kahapon, we had no less than the former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, si Chief Justice Tessie de Castro, who officially, sabi nga nila, was the first female Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. At nakita nyo naman po, considering that it is International Women's Month, and if I'm not mistaken, dito sa Pilipinas, sineselebrate yan in the month of March. But even globally, it has been already enshrined, no, sa mga ilang mga batas at mga iba pang regulation or declaration ng mga international organization na ang month of March ay for women. Just to remind us of importance of women in our lives in terms of not just being their, our mothers, but more importantly as well, is that a lot of the women now are occupying very important positions sa gobyerno po, sa private sector. Sa katunayan, we already had in the Philippines no less than two lady presidents in the person of the late, of course, Corazon Aquino, and of course, former President and Speaker Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Kaya dito sa atin, sa Pilipinas, nakikita nyo naman na talagang we put a lot of respect and we put women in a pedestal. Kaya nga, maybe in some countries, nagiging issue on gender equality or may konting discrimination perhaps. But dito sa Pilipinas, wala. At yun nga sinabi ni Chief Justice Tessie de Castro, no? Sinabi niya na, tinanong ko, when you were rising, no, from the ranks, starting with the Supreme Court as a clerk, at pumunta ka sa Sandigan Bayan, and then eventually sa Supreme Court, and when you were occupying various positions in the executive department as well, was there an instance na para bang your being a woman was a hindrance, no? Parang roadblock or naging issue, kaya medyo hindi umangat ang iyong career or hindi kasing bilis. Pero sabi niya hindi. In fact, mabilis nga. So, I think here in the Philippines, although there are still, of course, some issues to be addressed, siyempre, hindi naman perfect, but I think you could safely say in general that we really put a lot of respect to our women. We, not only in terms of specific women roles, so to speak, but even things that you were usually kept lang for men, like CEO role, no? Presidente ng mga kumpanya. Marami na tayong mga example niyan. Top CEOs of the different top companies here in the Philippines. Sa larangan naman ng negosyo, marami na tayong mga very, very successful female entrepreneurs who have really cut their teeth, so to speak. In the field of law, yun na nga, si Chief Justice Tessie de Castro is one, and I can mention a plethora, no? Marami tayong listang mabibigay kung sino yung mga magagaling, matitinik mga abogado at matatapang pa. Marami talaga. Nauubos yung oras natin. Personally, I know most of them. At nung ako po ay nagpa-practice pa noon, active pa ako sa pagiging abogado in the sense na pumupunta pa ako sa korte. Nakita ko talaga yung mga female judges. No nonsense. Talagang they're quite strict but fair and no-nonsense attitude towards court proceedings. And yung mga nakakasama ko yung abogado na babae, whether kalaban ko or kasama ko, ay magagaling at talaga sila ay masisipag. Kaya nga marami ding sa batch na lang po namin sa College of Law, sa UP, ang aming pong valedictorian at salutatorian ay babae po. At ang nag-top nung bar nung panahon na kinuha namin yung bar exam, kaklase ko po, babae. Kaya talagang for International Women's Month or dito sa ating Pilipinas na sineselebrate natin, saludo po tayo sa ating mga mothers at mga colleagues na women. Sana makasama natin ulit kasi kahapon bago nagtapos ng ating interview, biglang nakapasok si Secretary Sanpanelo at binigyan tayo ng mga latest developments with respect to what's going on, no? As far as the national elections are concerned and also the movements within the PDP laban. At nakita naman natin, sabi nga ni Secretary Panelo at nabasa na rin natin siguro sa dyaryo sa payagan. And I also got a copy of the statement by the PDP laban Kusiwing that they have already endorsed Senator BBM as their president. Because according to the party, Senator BBM, to paraphrase what was said, in essence, is in line with the mission, vision of President Duterte, or it's germane, no? or makatugma sa gustong gawin ni President Duterte o nagawa niya habang siya presidente at siguro gustong ipagpatuloy. In other words, siya sa pananaw ng PDP laban, si BBM lang po sa mga tumatakbo bilang Pangulo rin po sa ating Republika ang pwedeng magpatuloy ng legacy na inumpisahan ni Pangulong Duterte. Kaya they have decided to endorse. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, kasi wala ako ng sandali noon, ang sinasabi naman ni Secretary Rizal, while yes, indeed, the party has endorsed, I think they're still waiting for also the endorsement of President Duterte himself. But I guess President Duterte being part of PDP Laban as chair, and then also he ran under PDP Laban when he won the presidency. I think it is safe to say that you can conclude that at the end of the day, even if there's no perhaps a outright endorsement, perhaps, no, and perhaps that's really baka nagawa na yun or forthcoming, pero you can conclude na talagang ayun na rin po ang susuportahan. But we'll see kasi maraming mga haka-haka, maraming mga permutations. Mayroong sinasabi ngayon, yun nga daw, may grupo na mga politicians and some businessmen and both national and local politicians who are looking at the possibility of a Lenny Sara tandem, di ba? So again, two women. So talaga dito sa Pilipinas tayo, pataas ang respeto natin sa kapapaihan. And then tinitingnan din nila yung possibility of an Isko Sara. And then there's also potential talk that perhaps those who are running below, of course, BBM, if you look at the latest surveys, if they can coalesce. Pero sinasabi nga ni Senator Ping Lacson, as far as he is concerned, hindi. Tuloy-tuloy ang takbo niya. He has no intention of giving up or coalescing. So kanya tuloy-tuloy ang kampanya. And I think the same with Senator Manny Pacquiao. No? He has been very consistent with that. So tingnan po natin, abangan po natin kasi lumalapit na din po tayo. Less than 50 days na lang bago mag-May 9, if I'm not mistaken. At by that time, we will have a new president, a new leadership. And we all hope that whoever wins definitely will be able to address the pressing problems that this country is facing, brought about by the pandemic, brought about by natural calamities, brought about by, of late, no? Itong nangyari po sa Ukraine, sa Russia, na alam mo naman po natin na although that's far away, it still has its tremendous effects on the world economy and specifically the Philippine economy. And we have seen that clearly in, for example, in the rise of the prices of of certain products, especially gas and oil and energy. So we have to prepare for that. And pangalawa, dahil nga sa pandemya, walang magawa ang gobyerno but really to borrow money because you need that much funds to address, to be able to address, to be able to fund the several projects of government aimed at fighting this pandemic, aimed at preparing the country post-pandemic. So, isa pong malaking problema na harapin ng bagong Pangulo din, yung tinatawag na fiscal situation, no? Kung paano niya i-manage yun. At ito naman po ay sinabi naman natin Secretary of Finance na yan ang talagang bibigyan ng importansya ng panibagong administration when the time comes. Kaya nga kami naman po, I think the businessmen were very happy because Secretary Sunny Dominguez he has really done a great job being Secretary of Finance. He already is now preparing, or perhaps baka tapos na, prepare po siya ng kung ano ang siguro dapat bigyan ng pansin at tugon na magiging panibagong Secretary of Finance ng magiging bagong presidente. So para bang since sila ngayon na nakaupo at nakita na nila kung ano yung mga magiging mga problema or mga issues na dapat harapin at bigyan ng pansin kaagad ng bagong administration, they already prepared some sort of a paper, no, na parang outlining what should be the priorities that the next administration should give as we continue to recover from the devastation and the ravages caused by this pandemic. No? The good news is that sinasabi ng OCTA, sinasabi ng DOH, at sinasabi rin ng mga local government officials, pati na rin po ang IATF, talagang nandun na tayo sa very low, no, risk classification. And that is, from what I gather, nationwide po yun. So, very low risk classification na po ang buong Pilipinas. That is a very, very encouraging, good sign. Sinasabi na nga ni Secretary Concepcion, our hardworking secretary also for entrepreneurship, who at the very start talaga, pinaglaban niya talaga yung pag-open up of the economy. No? And he has been criticized, but at the end of the day, he was proven right. No? Na talagang babalansin mo, hindi mo naman pwedeng magsira ka talaga. Kung hindi, kawawa naman. Kawawa naman lahat, babagsak ang ekonomiya. At ang tatamaan talaga niyan ay those that are earning, at especially earning daily minimum wage, even lower than that. So he's now saying that maybe yung tinatawag na back to on-site work na. Pwede nang talagang mag-face-to-face 100%. No? Pero depende na rin po yan sa mga kumpanya. If they want, maybe may natutunan sila dito sa pandemya ito and they realize that perhaps there are certain type of work na pwede naman pong hybrid. So you don't really have to be in the office 5 times a week, if that is the requirement as far as your office is concerned. Baka naman pwedeng twice a week or 3 times a week, and the other days you can work from home. That saves on energy as far as the office is concerned, perhaps. That also saves on costs for the transportation costs, for example, for the employee. And also, it also allows the employees some quality time to spend with their family, especially kung kakainin lang yung oras po nila sa kapag-biyahe-biyahe dahil sa traffic. No? So, pinag-aaralan na rin yan. There are some companies that are willing to adopt a hybrid system for certain certain functions. Kasi meron talaga mga functions or positions sa isang kumpanya, sa isang pabrika, na hindi talaga pwedeng gawing work from home. You have to be present. So, yan na, pinag-aaralan na nila. And these are the new things that are being discovered during the pandemic. So, yan ang maganda dyan. No? Medyo, I think, God willing, no? Tuloy-tuloy na talaga tayo. At by Christmas time, talagang really a very good Christmas. I know, malayo-layo pang Christmas, but just to feel positive about it. Hopefully by Christmas talaga, totally back to normal. Yung latest natin nga dun sa nangyari dito sa latest endorsement. At nakita niyo naman na ang reaction naman ng mga tao ay, from what I gather, positive. No? Of course, there are those who are, of course, those who do not belong, I think, to the Pusi wing, the Pimentel wing. Obviously, they were not exactly in agreement. Because if you recall, si Senator Pimentel was one of those who was incarcerated during martial law, and also one of those who were members of the opposition at the time. They ran several times against the administration party at the time. Kaya sabi nga nila parang this is really something that the PDP Laban decided to endorse. But then again, this is the Pusi wing, and then again, that is the decision of the party. And at the end of the day, ganyan po ang politika. Kaya gusto rin natin makita ang resulta ng darating na survey kasi maraming naririnig tayo. No? Marami na nag-attend ng rally ni Lenny, marami rin tayo narinig na nag-attend ng rally ni BBM. At the latest rally na pinakita, na I'm sure na pinakita nyo naman, I think the photos came out sa papers, pati na rin sa Facebook, yung nangyari sa Emerald. No? They're saying now that the last survey did not reflect this. Yun ang sinasabi nila. I guess the only answer to that is tingnan natin. No? Let's find out to the next survey. Kung was there an improvement? Was there an effect na hindi tinatanggap ni Senator BBM yung mag-attend ng mga COMELEC debates? Meron ba itong epekto sa kanya? Did it bring his ratings down, no? in terms of his ranking in the survey, or it had no effect at all? Dahil while he did not attend COMELEC debates, he allowed himself to attend. He attended several one-on-one interviews, pati na rin po yung Go Negosyo trabaho talks yata ang tawag doon, no? Basta ang focus din nila sa economy. He attended that as well. And several one-on-one interviews, Corina Sanchez, Boy Abunda, and others. And he attended also the SMNI debate. And also here, dito mismo sa RJTV, there's a question and answer format where he answered the questions propounded by the host, no less than Bea. Bea Jacinto was there, and of course, former Undersecretary Ricky Alegre. And that was a very good interview, well done. And same thing, meron din with our senatorial candidates. Sec Manelo was interviewed. My good friend, Secretary Gibo Tudoro, was also interviewed. So, ang ano dyan, tignan natin. Magka everyday 2 weeks yun yata lalabas ng survey. Pero this is my fearless forecast. Kung sa next survey po, kung ganyan pa rin po ang lamang at ganun pa rin kalawak, medyo mahirap-hirap po talaga yan. Yan lang ang fearless forecast ko. If the next survey will show such a result. Ngunit, kolotilya lang, no, na at the end of the day, they say, politics, 1 week in politics is still an eternity. So anything can still happen. Anyway, we'll take a short break. Hopefully, baka makasama natin si Sexal to give more meat to the discussions last night. Maybe baka may mga bagong developments with respect to the endorsement of PDP Laban. Baka we can hear something more specific from Sexal on whether the president has already actually given his full endorsement to Senator BBM or kung wala pa, forthcoming pa ba yan or kung darating ba. So hopefully he can join us later on. In the meantime, wag po kayong malis. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. So stay with us.
Join Arnel Doria as he explores the world of travel, transportation, road safety, and the environment. Tune in to Good Trip every Saturday at 1 to 2 p.m. on Teleradio Bandido, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 a.m. and YouTube channel
RJAM News.
Welcome the newest addition to our lineup of explosive anchors. A veteran broadcaster, a sports news anchor, race car driver, columnist, and reporter. Ira Panginiban and his program Free Spits. Free Spits, a parody of free speech. A right we always abuse. Free Spits, freewheeling discussions, no holds barred. Free Spits, the real sentiments of the Filipino people. Free Spits and Ira Panginiban, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Teleradio Bandido TV Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda box, and all DTT boxes. Also heard on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Also seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News. Bangon na! Tanghali na! RJ na!
Welcome back. You're watching Kontra Birada on Radio Bandido, the award-winning Radio Bandido, and of course on RJTV. Ako po si Atty. Mike Toledo, ang inyong likod. At hopefully later on, makakasama natin si Atty. Karen Jimeno. We really had a good interview yesterday. No? Atty. Karen, I'd like to thank Atty. Karen again for inviting former Chief Justice Tessie De Castro, who also graduated from UP, class of 72. At I think, alam ko yung sinabi niyang law firm na pinasukan niya na ini-interview siya. May feeling ako, yun din yung dating law firm na doon din ako nag-umpisa na aking legal career. The last week na-mention na ni Atty. Karen, I was in Cebu, and I would like to greet my fellow Cebuanos, maayong buntag, maayong udto sa inyong tanan, diha sa Cebu. Ako'y nag-enjoy talaga sa aking biyahe, sa aking trip. Iba talaga ang Cebu. It's still a beautiful, the queen city of the South talaga. And of course, Cebu through the years have really modernized as well. No? Very cosmopolitan na po. Marami na po tayong mga buildings na nakikita doon. Aside from the resorts, no? Na nasa Mactan Island and other parts of Cebu, by the way, no? There are even some areas na talagang hindi ko pa mismo napuntahan. Pero ang balita ko at ang binig ko ay talagang napakaganda. Kaya for those who plan to take their summer vacation, I suggest isama nyo po yung Cebu. Like swimming with the whale sharks in Oslo, or in watching different kinds of marine species and enjoying the sun and the sand sa Malapascua. I-google nyo po yun. Maganda daw. Hindi ko pa napuntahan. Sad thing is, hindi ko pa napuntahan. Pero maganda rin daw yun. Malapascua. It's one of the nice islands na hindi pa talaga, hindi siya yung dinidevelop na mabuti na parang nawawala yung kanyang rustic or natural beauty. No? And of course, there's also Bantayan Island in the northern part of Cebu. Yun, napuntahan ko na dati. And it's really also very beautiful in terms of the sand, in terms of the sea itself, no? And the marine life, and other things that you can do. Kaya maybe consider it when the time comes. Gusto niyo magbakasyon outside of Luzon, for example, make Cebu one of the potential places that you do want to visit. And kagaya ng sinabi ko nung, I think it was yesterday, na-mention ko, isa sa dahilan na nagpunta ako dun sa Cebu, ay kailangan natin gawin ang isang importanteng bagay na mahirap gawin pero dapat natin gawin kasi wala na ibang gagawa. Ako po ay naging isang judge dito po sa Miss Cebu. Miss Cebu pageant, no? And mahirap maging judge sa Miss Cebu kasi lahat po sila ay magaganda. Lahat po sila ay matatalino. At talagang hirap na hirap po ako na mag-judge kung sino ang dapat maging Miss Cebu. But anyway, I would like to congratulate the winner, of course, no, Miss Cebu, which was at that time, she was contestant number 9, si Gab Carballo. Si Gab, so congratulations again, Gab, for winning this much coveted title. apparently Miss Cebu started, I think, in the 80s, pero natigil siya for 6 years for some reason. And of course, one of the reasons lately was COVID-19. So in a way, nagkaroon ng hiatus, nagkaroon ng interregnum for about 6 years. So talaga excited ang lahat nung nagkaroon ulit ng Miss Cebu. And I have to admit, the candidates, I was so impressed with the way they answered the questions. Kasi nagkaroon muna ng pre-pageant question and answer format, one by one, isa-isa, with all the judges. Talagang kami lahat ng mga judges were very much impressed with how the ladies conducted themselves, yung poise nila, and then how they answered the questions. You can sense clearly that they're able to articulate themselves. They can actually communicate. They spoke, of course, good English as well as good Bisaya or Filipino, no? But more often than not, in mga ganitong situation, it's really in English because they're being prepared to, usually this is a stepping stone for international competitions. And we know for a fact that a lot of Cebuanas have won or at least placed highly in several of these international competitions abroad, from Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss World, and Miss Earth. In fact, one of the co-hosts during that event was former Miss Earth, si Carla, which and she did a great job hosting. So I would like to congratulate again, si Gab. Congratulations for winning Miss Cebu 2022, and of course the organizers. I have to admit, of course, no less than Mayor Mike Rama, the mayor of Cebu. And we have also the vice mayor, former basketball player, Don Hontiveros, na nakasama ko silang dalawa doon. And we have the chairperson of the Cebu City Tourism Commission, si Jocelyn Pesquera. So si Attorney Pesquera, and who I think is also a member of the Cebu Council. Congratulations to you to a very successful hosting. And no less than a good friend of mine, the chairperson himself, Mr. Philip Rodriguez, for the Miss Cebu 2022 project. Philip, congratulations. I mean, as you know, Philip is a world-renowned and well-known fashion designer. But aside from that, he is using his talent, his creativity, his artistic talent to make sure that the Miss Cebu is a success. And I think Philip has been doing this for several years now. And admittedly, he was telling me that before, prior to that, they would get talents, or rather talents from Manila to help him organize. But I guess because of the situation, everything was done homegrown. So the directors, the producers, the writers, the designers. Oh, by the way, ang gagaling ng mga Cebu designers. Starting with my friend also, June Encarnacion. June Escario. Sorry, si June Escario. Very good designer, like Philip. And you could see, because the candidates were wearing also yung mga creation po ng mga designers, local designers from Cebu. So again, my congratulations to all of you, and also to Beth Orellano, the vice chairperson and program chair. All around yan, si Beth. Lahat ng utos ng mayor ginagawa niya. And of course, the beautiful Chris Tiffany Johnson, who was Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental in 2014. And she's also the president of Miss Cebu Charities. Another very beautiful and intelligent lady. So congratulations also to you, Chris. And thank you so much for making our stay in Cebu something really worth remembering. So anyway, di na yata makakasama sa atin si Secretary Sal for more information. Baka bukas po. And since it's already 12 o'clock, so I would just like to again thank ang ating mga listeners, viewers dito na sa ating programa. Thank you for joining us this morning. And again, to the Miss Cebu contestants and to the winner and to the organizers, congratulations to all of you, and thank you so much. Salamat po for making our stay in Cebu very memorable. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan. So, enjoy your lunch, enjoy your day. Magkita-kita po tayo tomorrow. And don't forget, plan your vacation this early. And if you're going to go on a vacation, go to Cebu. So goodbye. See you.
10 a.m. Informing, advising, and